To say on this, especially on the good economic news that we got today. Kevin, I have to say, I love reporting these stories because we heard, and you and I talked about, this inflation prediction because of the tariffs over and over and over again. So what's going on out there?
It's just incredible, Laura, to look at it, but think about it this way, that everybody's been telling us that the tariffs are going to create all this terrible inflation. And then when you're talking about inflation, they'll say, oh, there's core this or whatever, PCE, CPI, they give you all these things. Let me tell it to you this way, that right now, every single measure that we have of inflation is lower than it's been in more than 4 years. And meanwhile, while that's happening, we got about $60 billion last month in tariff revenue. And the Congressional Budget Office just put out a report that says that we're going to get $2.8 trillion over the next 10 years of revenue from the tariffs, and there's no inflation. And so this is exactly what the president said and what you and I talked about 6 weeks ago on your show, where if China is giving us stuff all the time and we got a trade surplus with them every day, every year, then that means that they're supplying stuff to us no matter what, and so if we put a tariff on it, then they'll just take a hit. And that's what we're seeing.
What about the economists? Like, they're so bitter that there's no inflation. I mean, it's really pathetic. I mean, they can't understand why all their soothsayers were wrong about this, but they add in their piece today, well, they shouldn't cheer yet because it's coming.
Right, they keep saying that, like, just wait, it's going to get bad, just wait, it's going to get bad. But here it is that we've had big positive surprises in jobs every month since President Trump's been in here. And so what that means is that we've created 500,000 more jobs now in just a few months. And we did that, and this is something that I would have to thank Elon for helping us with. We did this while we cut 50,000 federal government worker jobs. And so in the Biden economy, they were creating jobs, but there were government jobs. We actually cut government jobs and did that and created 500,000 private sector jobs. And so this is exactly what President Trump talked about on the campaign. And now the data showed that it's working out just the way he said.
And Kevin, Elon Musk did predict in this kind of feud situation we're in, predicted that with tariffs would come a recession in the second half of the year. Couldn't get any more negative than that as a prediction. Why is that wrong?
Well, think about it. The tariffs are in place. Inflation is down. Jobs are booming. And the tax cuts haven't been passed yet. And so I'll tell you right now, Laura, and I'll come to you in December, and you can make me eat crow or not, that we're going to have at least 4% growth this year, because when the tax cuts are passed, and people understand that the tariffs work the way the president said, then things are going to lift off in a way that people will look back and say the way President Trump has, that it's a golden age. And we're going to start the golden age. Well, it's starting already. You can see it in the jobs numbers. But yes, this is going to be not a recession, but it's not even going to be 3% growth. It's going to be way better.
Kevin, are you surprised about this Trump-Musk rift, or a lot of people weren't really surprised? Are you surprised?
You know, I'm disappointed, and I'm grateful for the work that Elon did, but I'm disappointed the way it worked out.
All right, Kevin, thank you very much.